Hi there, my little ghost. Welcome back to my channel. In today's pick a card reading, we are going to take a look at what you should know about this connection right now. So go ahead and pause the video and pick your pile. I suggest picking intuitively or simply choose whichever pile draws your attention or you feel called to. We have pile 1 with rose quartz, pile 2 with dragon's blood, pile 3 with labradorite, and pile 4 with charoite. Go ahead and pause the video if you need to, and you can find the timestamps in the description and in the comments below. Hi there, pile 1. If you guys chose this pile and the rose quartz crystal, then this is going to be your reading on what you should know about your current connection with this person. And we are going to take a look at some oracles first to check the energy that both of you give off and basically know if this is the right pile for you or not. So you should be able to identify yourself in one of the sides. We're gonna have person A and person B comparison. If you do find that your traits and your person's traits can be found in both piles, then there might be some mirroring energies at work. So without further ado, let's start with person A. And for person A, we have healing, we have the elephant, we have moon in Aries, believe in yourself, courage, we have avenger, desire to balance the scales of justice, righteousness on behalf of society or oneself. We also have gnosis, and we have the energies of Uranus and Neptune. And for person B, we have alchemy, we have the beaver, we have sun in Sagittarius, stride out into new territory, adventure. We have healer, passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit, ability to help transform pain into healing. We also have the maiden, and the energies are house 11 and conjunction. So starting with person A, I feel like this person is somehow immersed. Actually, both of you are somehow immersed into the realm of spirituality, maybe esoteric working, something of that sort. We have a recurrent theme of healing, and I feel like both of you are actively in a process of helping each other heal from past wounds. One of you or both of you might also be actively working in some way as a healer, be it physically, like I don't know, you might be in a profession of a doctor or a nurse or in the medical field, or you might work as a therapist, or even as a light healer. You might practice, one of you might practice Reiki, or even help through tarot readings or divinatory means. But sticking to person A, there is definitely some healing to do on this side. However, I feel like this person is a little bit more advanced when it comes to their personal healing than person B. So we'll call person A the elephant person and person B the beaver person. So the elephant is also someone very dedicated to their tribe, to family. It seems like loyalty is a major value that they hold. I can also see that they have this aura about themselves that simply demands respect. They have like a commanding presence. The elephant person also has access to and interest in divine knowledge. So they might be interested in any sort of area of spirituality, really. Sensing astrology for some of you, but not only that, you could be interested in anything related to, you know, spirituality on any level or a particular religion. I feel like they are accessing, or they're trying to access a level of inner knowing about how the universe works, or God, or whatever you want to call the universal force that supports all of us. I feel like they are constantly undergoing a process of transformation. Like they never consider themselves fully healed, which we are never fully healed, but they have this deep knowing that this transformation is a lifetime process of finding yourself and your place in the universe. And I feel like with this Uranus and Neptune energies, there is something going on in the present moment that makes them think about, or lets them know that this is a time of deep transformation or deep healing. Like there's an inner knowing that something's gonna happen, something is happening, perhaps for both of us, because we have, like I said, the recurring theme of healing. I can see that person A is a lot more brave when it comes to diving into or accepting this transformation, or even starting it and not waiting for the universe to start it. And they could be they could have Libra placements. Doesn't necessarily have to, though. They could also have Aries placements. Again, not necessary. They could be anything, but they could have these placements in their chart. So this person is feeling like defending the defenseless is what I'm hearing, and standing up for those who cannot stand up for themselves. They might work in the law system or something, maybe as an attorney or something like that, or yeah, simply have this calling to themselves. But let's move on to person B. For person B, I can see that they are moving into uncharted territory, and they might be a little cautious about it. I don't necessarily see them rejecting it, but they are fairly scared of advancing in the way that life is pushing them right now. This is all contributing to healing, and again we have the energy of transformation with alchemy here. I feel like they are trying to turn or they will turn their pain into power, or maybe morph it into something creative. But either way, no matter what they're going through right now in their personal journey, the beaver person has the power to transform this energy, this negative, apparent negative energy, into something creative and constructive and positive. Now, they are not, I don't see them as initiated in this as the elephant person, as we have the maiden here, and the maiden is the first part of the triad, maiden, mother, crone. Now, the maiden has this energy of innocence to her, and this, let me just make it clear, this does not have to be a female, you know, counterpart. It could be anything. It could be a male, female, identify as whatever you feel like identifying as. But there is definitely some feminine energy going on here with this transformation and healing. This person could have like, they could have like water placements and embody a more feminine energy overall. As you know, for the elephant person, I'm sensing more of a thinking energy, and the beaver seems to be in a more feeling energy. So air and water could be a balance between the two of you. Now, the maiden has a lot of creative potential, and she's irresistible. She holds like a passionate, alluring innocence, and she's sort of afraid of leaving that behind to embody the mother, which is conscious creation that you choose to embody. Now, taking a look at these cards here, we have conjunction and house 11. So a theme that might be going on for the beaver person right now could be finding their place in the world. They could feel like the rug is being pulled from underneath their feet for whatever reason. Maybe they feel like they don't belong in their own in their old circle anymore. They might be looking for a new group of friends or people who understand them, or just generally see eye to eye. I feel like they also want to, like I said, help others, and they have this tendency of putting others above themselves, perhaps to the point that it's detrimental, and they give from a place of lack other than, you know, instead of a place of abundance. I can see that this person really wants to either strengthen the relationship with the elephant person, or just feel connected to someone or to something, to a group. I feel like they are alone right now. With the beaver card, they are really hardworking, and whatever they put their mind to, they can create, they can design. And I feel like they have their own twist to things. Like, they don't just necessarily follow the script all the time, or they don't necessarily go by the book or by the manual. I feel like they're also very ingenious. They may find answers to solutions that no one else can see, and it happens like in an instant, like a spark of inspiration. But yeah, this person is definitely going through a stage of healing right now, and they try to turn they try to basically transform their fear into excitement. As you know, excitement and nervousness tend to feel, you know, anxiousness tend to feel pretty similar. But if you tell yourself, this is exciting, not, you know, this is giving me anxiety, then it can change and alchemize, I don't know if that's a word, but you get the point, the energy that they have. Anyways, let's take a look at your tarot cards and see exactly what is going on with your connection with this person. Seems like both of you are in a period of transformation in one way or another, and we will see how that is affecting the overall vibe and energy of your relationship together. So to start, we have the Knight of Pentacles reversed, we have the Moon reversed, we have the Three of Cups, we have the Four of Swords reversed, with Justice reversed, we have the Three of Pentacles, we have the Star reversed, we have the Hierophant upright, the Ten of Wands in reverse, the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the Two of Cups. I actually want to move this like so. Okay, pile one. What is going on in your connection? What should you know about it at this time? I feel like right now for you in this connection, pile one, it feels like things are moving agonizingly slow and they are just not picking up at all, and you are sort of losing hope that they ever will. You and this person might have hit like a stalemate. Is that the word I'm looking for? You might have hit a place where you feel like the relationship is not evolving anymore, or maybe not evolving, but if the two of you have some sort of something that's keeping you apart, whether physically, mentally, emotionally, I feel like you guys are starting to lose hope, and I feel like it's frustrating you that you don't see why this is happening, that you don't find a reason. You feel like the universe is hiding this thing from you on purpose, just to frustrate you, just to fuck with you. But I can see here in this scheme that in reality, there is a lesson to be learned. If you listen closely, the universe is trying to teach you a very important lesson in this chapter. And even though this might feel like a burden right now, it is actually a reason for celebration that this behind the scene thing is going on. It is going on to actually better the connection and better the two of you. I can see that you feel unrested. Both of you might feel unrested. You might feel like no matter how much you sleep or no matter how much self-care you do, it just never seems to be enough. Like the world is just attacking you and draining you, and you just don't understand why. You might even think it's unfair. You might actually think it's undeserved and see it as an unfair punishment. But I think also that with this Knight of Wands here in reverse, you kind of lost the passion to pursue this relationship, but mentally, like logically, you know that if you pass this, you will pass a good thing, and you don't want that. I feel like both of you have a deeper knowing, especially with the elephant person, a deeper knowing that this is a rare opportunity, that you are rare birds, and this is just a trial, and it's worth fighting the fight, and you just charge into it because fuck it. The faster you deal with this, the faster you guys can come together in a fulfilling connection. I also see that there might be some people who are watching you guys, and actually admiring the work you put in, and you might actually be inspiring someone or helping someone realize that, you know what, if it's true love and if you really stick by each other, then it's worth it. And you know, they might actually take this core value from you, and you know, get inspired by it, and do so themselves. And I feel like you two are definitely filling up each other's cup. You get each other, like you just simply understand each other, and you know how to make each other feel better. That's not to say that you should basically be the whole happiness of each other, but this definitely helps fill your cup when you feel drained. So let's get some more oracles to see what advice the universe has for you, and you know, if they can give us anything that is gonna make this situation go a little smoother. So let's start with the highest good. I am a conduit. Change me, divine beloved, into one who can let you act through me. I offer myself to you. May I be a conduit for your blessings. Use me for the highest good. So this highest good, I feel like, is talking about both you and your person's highest good and the highest good of all, if that makes sense. Because since this relationship is I hear like an unlimited spring of creative juices and whatever else you guys need to bloom. I feel like you are also helping, like I said, you are helping others through this. It might not be the only way that you inspire them through your work, through your hard work and dedication to the relationship, but maybe in the future through some other means, like materially, like opportunities, like financial, jobs, and skill sets that you might achieve together or with the help of each other. You are going to benefit people outside of the relationship too. Then we have trust. I trust the highest way. Change me, divine beloved, into one who wants what you want for me. Let me trust that my needs will always be met in the highest way when I allow you to guide me. So another theme here that goes very well, excuse me, it goes very well with the message of the concealed purpose, like I was talking about, the concealed purpose of this hardship that you guys are going through, is that you need to trust the universe. And maybe this could be part of your lesson, that you just need sometimes to lean back and trust and give up the control, the need for control, the need for controlling an outcome, or the need to know how things are going to play out, you know. Next we have the best protection any woman can have is courage. And this, so the elephant person could be you, or like the female in the relationship, or the feminine energy. Doesn't necessarily have to be, but it reminds me of the Aries card that was talking about courage, so that might resonate for you. We also have, she stood in the storm, and when the wind did not blow her way, she adjusted her sails. So yeah, you might be going through a storm right now, and you might not, you know, the wind might not blow in the direction you wanted to, or you thought would help your plans. But this, I feel, it relates to the trust card that talks about, like I said, just trust the universe, because it's guiding you in the right direction, and it knows what you want and what you need even better than you do. And we don't give the universe enough credit for that, honestly. Next we have sylphs, peace, agent of change, impact, importance. And I love how these like align so perfectly with the tarot cards, because again, we have impact and importance. And like I said, with this Three of Pentacles here, you guys are making an impact. You guys are important, and the journey you are going through and the hardships you are going through might actually be teaching others. They teach you, and you might in turn teach others to follow into at least trusting the fall, and trusting the universe that things are gonna play out exactly the way they should. Also, I feel like this is a call for you to have peace of mind that things are working out exactly as they should, and you will bloom the way you're supposed to bloom. And this card here also reminds me of the Sun in Tarot, which is happiness and fulfillment and joy. So just trust that, yes, things are changing, but they are changing for the better, and they are changing in a way that if you go with the flow, you might actually get to your destination quicker than you thought. Next up, we have the Witch. Justice is coming. And yeah, so since you might have felt earlier that you were not done justice with this thing going on here, the universe comes to say that in reality, you might actually be settling some old karma right now. Whether that be good or bad, I mean bad, on your side or sort of against you, but yeah. So this could be a karmic pattern that is teaching you something. Perhaps there is something you need to let go of, or some sort of lesson that you did not learn in the past when it was first taught you, when it was first taught to you, and now it just has to happen. To continue, we have Homeward, take yourself out on a date. So I'm hearing specifically that you need to learn self-love and stop putting everyone else above yourself. stop trying to please everyone else and pouring from an empty cup. Yeah, so this is like an advice for the connection, but for you individually, that will benefit the connection in the sense that you need to start spending time with yourself and enjoying yourself alone, because then you will have something to bring into the relationship, in terms of energy, as in you will feel better with yourself, and then that in turn will make you feel better with your partner. Also, you might, you know, have new things to talk about, that perhaps, you know, spending all the time together, you kind of know everything about each other. There's nothing new to bring to the table, so the conversations might occasionally get boring, and you might think, like, wow, is the relationship dying already? But no, you just need to take a little time for yourself, especially in the context of all this change. Like, you deserve a break, you deserve a coffee, go to Starbucks or do something you like, go to a place you like, and treat yourself, but just yourself. Not worrying about your partner, not worrying about the world, just you. Next up, we have tree, let them go. And with this, I don't feel like it's about the relationship. I actually feel like this is something outside of the relationship that you've been holding on to, like I said, with the witch card. I feel like this could have something to do with family, with your roots, you know. So if you see like the art on this card, she set fire to the tree, to her roots, most likely because they no longer serve you, because otherwise you wouldn't have to burn down the past. And it could just be the past, honestly, not necessarily like connections, but maybe connections to the past, in the sense that you are holding on to negativity and it is bringing you to burnout, or I'm hearing, or depleting you, draining you, and keeping you stuck, quite frankly. So ask yourself what it is or who it is that you need to let go of, or what expectations you need to let go of. Maybe you expected something from someone that does not ever get fulfilled, maybe someone in the family. And so stop expecting them to make up for the things they lack and they never brought into the relationship with them. And I don't know who exactly, which one of you this card is for, but maybe both of you. Maybe you both have to make peace with your past and let stuff go with your family, with old patterns. You know, let the old patterns go. They keep you rooted into something that no longer serves you, that has run dry, and it doesn't help you grow anymore. Next up, we have Osprey. I don't know if I'm saying that right, don't come for me. And Crane. And the messages are: your success is now at hand. Allow the abundance to flow to you effortlessly, and you will soon enter into a beneficial partnership. Luck and longevity bless this union. So after this period of transformation with the Crane card here, I feel like you will renew yourselves and you will come together to bloom, instead of just picking and pecking at each other, if that makes sense. And I feel like the success of this transformation is always guaranteed. Like, the universe asked you to trust for a reason. Obviously, you still need to put your fair share of the work into it, but the majority of it is just trust. Honestly, just trust in this change, and it will bring you abundance in and on every level, like emotionally, mentally, financially. Expect abundance, but go with the flow of this transformation. Oh my god. And what did I just tell you? about the tree and blooming and flowers and blooming together. So now we have the second bloom, a second chance. It's never too late, new possibilities. So you might feel like it's maybe too late for you to grow out of your old patterns and systems, or you might even have felt like, for some of you, you might feel like it's late to fix or to repair the relationship. You might have felt like there's no hope, like we literally have the star here reversed, like there's no hope for this. No, the universe is here to tell you that you are being offered these new possibilities, this new flow of abundance. Just you wait and you trust, and there you go. Come to me, attracting like a rose, receive abundance, desires. Like I said, this is transformation, but in the best sense possible. And we also have the wasteland, sustainability, slow down, tend to your garden. So a lot of blooming and garden themes here. And yeah, like I said, your spring in this past connections, or this past troubles, I'm hearing troubles. Yeah, so in these past troubles, in these past connections, patterns, the spring has run dry, and you are just, yeah, you need to let the old leaves fall down. Jesus, what is up with all these gardening themes, Spirit? You need to get yourself out of there and plant yourself in a new fertile land where you can bloom. Let go of the past. You can't expect your cup to be filled in a wasteland, in a desert. Which is why you feel so drained, by the way, lately. Because you keep holding on to, you go to the same spring that's been long dried out. Like, stop going there. Definitely not there. You already know what's there. Nothing good. Nothing good for your growth, nothing good for your happiness. Stop expecting this stuff from your past to help you. Help yourself and help each other, and just trust that this too shall pass, I'm hearing, okay? Now let's take a look at some more relationship advice. I love these cards. They are very encouraging, but they're also very real. So I feel like these always tell you what you need to hear. So to start, we have, my beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we're always united, for love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. So for some of you, I'm definitely sensing a long distance relationship, or some sort of impediment that's stopping you guys from coming together, or maybe coming together as often as you might like. But you are here to tell to each other that the distance does not matter, and whatever it is that's separating you right now is not big enough to set you apart forever. Next we have, you may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the event in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. So it's, what do I keep telling you? Seriously now. Seriously now. Like, what more do you need? You're going through shit, yes, but it's gonna be so worth it. The universe is literally telling you it's gonna be freaking worth it. Just bear through it. Just trust. Just lean back. Look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. Yeah, so definitely take a look inside yourself. Stop blaming your partner. It's not necessarily your partner. Look inside yourself, see what's missing, and understand that they might be going through shit too. If the relationship feels like it's failing a little bit, maybe that's why. Maybe you need to, cut each other some slack and take a break. Take yourself out on a date. and see what's causing you to feel so troubled. And the last one we have is only time will tell. So yeah, just be patient with this. It is definitely going to get better. In what way, we don't know, but we know that the result is going to be beautiful. I want to pull some more cards for you guys. Let me just grab them. So first off, blah, I'm out of there. Excuse me. Woo. But this has been a lot and it all wanted to come out at once. So I want to pull some guardian angel cards. I feel like this always help in difficult times. This is the deck. If you want to get it, it is definitely friendly and it lets you know that you're not crazy and you're not alone in this crazy world. So let's see. Spirit, what do you want pile 1 to know about this transformation, this connection? Okay. So we have, we have love and prayer. So, love. Negative thoughts and feelings are sabotaging your pursuit of happiness. Yes, yes, exactly. Stop the old patterns. Like, if you catch yourself having these negative thoughts popping out in your head, making you anxious, making you paranoid, they're just thoughts. They're just in your head. It's okay. All right? We, your angels, are here to help you heal. Allow our healing light to flow through your heart. Consciously infuse each negative thought or feeling with love and light. Feel both your heart and mind aligning to your soul's sacred purpose, and unleash your divine potential through the power of love. So I love how this card talks about transforming your negative feelings into love and light, which is literally what we had here with the beaver person. You know, I forgot, I'm sorry. I have a million thoughts racing through my head, but yeah, we had that in the oracles. It was basically alchemy. The alchemy card talks about transforming your negative feelings into positive ones. And like I said, one of you might be more thinking, the other one might be more emotion, but you come together to create something so beautiful. And there's nothing but love in this connection, honestly. Next we have prayer. Dear guardian angel, help me to be flexible in my attitudes and beliefs. Yes, exactly. Just go with the flow. Help me not to fear the transient nature of life. Help me to remember the eternal light which emanates from my soul, and the eternal light which emanates from the heart of every living thing. Help me to remember that I am eternally guided and loved by God and all creation. So, if you want to screenshot this, and if you feel like prayer is something that helps you, definitely do that. I find myself praying specifically to my guardian angels sometimes in times of need, because I feel them closer, and I feel like, yeah, like my prayer can get more easily to them when I need advice or guidance than to, you know, just address it into the universe. Last but not least, I want to pull you guys one card from my own oracle deck, which is in the making. I am about to release it, and I will let you know when it comes out if you're interested in buying it. It's called the Ghost Oracle. This is the first test deck, but I love working with it already. So let's see what the ghosts have to say to you. What do you have to say for pile 1? What should they know in this connection? What should they know? What should they know about this connection? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I am not making this up. So the card you guys got is intertwined. And this card basically talks about soulmate-like connections. A connection with someone that cannot be severed. Someone that you are meant to co-create with in this life. Someone that completes you, like a yin and yang connection. And this is the energy of your guys' connection. So yeah, congratulations. I really wish you guys the best, and I really hope you can have some patience and some trust in the universe with this, because everything's gonna be okay. All right, now if you guys want to or are interested in a personal reading, I do offer that at the moment. I will post a link in my bio to my Etsy shop where you can purchase one. All right, that's it for now. Thank you so much for joining me for this reading, and I will see you next time. Bye! Hello there, my little pile 2 ghosts. Now, this is going to be your reading on what you should know about this connection right now. Now, this is going to be a romantic connection, so just to get that out of the way, it might apply for other people that you are trying to inquire about, but I suggest you keep this to romantic connections only. So, if you picked these tarot cards and dragon blood crystal, then this is going to be your reading. And how we are going to do this is we are going to take a look at some oracles first to identify your energies, your person's energy, and your energy. And we are going to do this in a person A, person B type format. So this side is going to be person A, this side is going to be person B. You should be able to identify yourself in at least one of the sides. And if you don't, then this is probably not your pile. I suggest picking another pile. And if you can't find yourself anywhere, then there's probably no message for you here at this time. Now, let's begin. So for person A, we have Unleash Your Creativity, number 31. We have Dragon. We have Advocate, right side up, light attribute being inspires you to put compassion into action. Next we have the Dead End. We have Sun in Aquarius with opportunity, readiness for change. And we also have Yin energy, intuition, trust, patience, spirituality, receptivity, and fire energy with confidence, optimism, passion, and bravery. And for person B, we have Say What You Mean, number 18. We have the Dragonfly. We have Goddess in Reverse, and it says on the shadow attribute, exploitation, am I saying that right? Exploitation of the female nature and form. Then we have Alethea, or something like that. I'm not sure how to pronounce this. But we have Alethea. We have Eclipse in Gemini, negotiation, rise to challenges as a new path opens. And we have Scorpio energy with intensity, exposing, purging, and renewing. And finally, we have Capricorn with ambition, realism, and methodical steps. So pile 2. There is a common theme here that talks about speaking the truth. And we're gonna take a look at what that truth means to you and to the connection. So let's start with person A. Person A, I feel that they've had a little bit of a journey looking inward, and they have discovered something about themselves that could relate to wanting to create something, whether that is a business, or it could be related to any form of art. They could be passionate about anything from, you know, drawing or music or dance or whatever that is. And there is a need for that creativity to come to surface and to start being expressed. There's also this opportunity card here with the number 11, if that is significant for you. And I feel like there is a new beginning of sorts. Now, there's also this feeling that a chapter is supposed to end, or that something is no longer working for them. With the dead end card here, they've tried to keep at something for a while, even though it was not working anymore. The dead end card talks about a need to change the established path, a change of plans, and this opportunity and the Unleash Your Creativity card could have something to say about it. So maybe a creative opportunity of sorts has finally been revealed to them, and they now understand that they shouldn't keep trying at this, whatever this dead end seems to be. I also see that they have a feminine nurturing aspect to them as well. They could also be more in touch with their feelings, with their intuition, but there is also this like passionate, fiery side to them that just wants to take action, to explore, to dive deeper even. And with this Advocate card, I feel like whatever it is that they've had this chance to do might be related to helping others, whether that is speaking for them or just, I don't know why I have such a hard time channeling this, but that is pretty much all I'm getting from this side. Maybe it's not that deep. So let's move on to person B and see if we can get anything afterwards for person A. So person B here, now this goddess card was actually in reverse and it was highlighting the shadow attribute. So for person B, we also have to talk about changes, and there is a strong desire here to talk about the truth of something. So we have it repeated in both these cards when Say What You Mean and Aletheia or Aletheia. This person might be a little too honest, maybe a little brutal with words, or they might actually, conversely, they might have been hiding and something, and they want to come and speak it into existence and, you know, communicate with person A. I feel like they need to adapt to some sort of change, perhaps to the change that is that person A is going through. Perhaps they need to adapt to this opportunity, or you need to work out a way to maintain the connection to, you know, perhaps the connection is going through a change with this opportunity that person A has received, and you two need to work out like a middle ground. The dragonfly basically talks about the cycles of life and how you should learn to adapt when the cycles are changing and repeating, and instead of questioning why is this happening to me, ask yourself, what is this trying to teach me, and morph to, you know, to withstand the change. Again, we have Scorpio energy here, which talks about change and renewing, purging, exposing, like this exposing theme again of exposing the truth. I feel like this transformation, this change that is going on, is affecting person B pretty deeply. They might be an air sign or a water sign, but what I'm getting is that they perhaps need to ground themselves a little more and find practical means of coping with this and adapting to this. Like they need to have a more realistic approach and calculate their steps and perhaps not react or come from, you know, from a reactive place when communicating with person A. With this Gemini, Eclipse and Gemini card here, number 27, with this negotiation card, there we go. So this negotiation card might actually be talking about finding the middle ground. I feel like they want to negotiate with person A to find a way to make the connection work while still each person keeping to their path and to the changes that they have in their personal, you know, very personal life path. I feel like they need to learn, person B needs to learn that this is an opportunity for them to see things in a different way or to do something different. And even though it is challenging, it is also an opportunity for growth and personal development. With the Goddess card reversed here, I feel like perhaps they have been a little indulgent in a way with themselves, with what they are consuming, or I feel like they might have even been manipulative. And, you know, if I'm not sure, and it doesn't really matter which or if any of the sides is actually female, but there is a little bit of a dark or negative yeah, feminine energy here that kind of talks about, I'm hearing emotional manipulation, so maybe guilt tripping or just not a healthy way of communicating what they feel. But anyway, let's get into the tarot and clarify what is going on in the connection. and I'm sure we'll get more details and explanations on what this energy is, what is this transformation, why does it affect the relationship so deeply, and of course how it can be overcome, hopefully. So pile 2, let's take a look at your tarot cards now and see what they have to say about this connection. So to start, we have the 7 of Cups reversed, we have the Crown of Coins, the 9 of Cups, we have the Fool, we have the 2 of Swords reversed, we have the 2 of Coins reversed, we have the Ace of Swords reversed, we have the World, the Moon, the Wheel of Fortune, the 4 of Pentacles, the 5 of Swords reversed, and the 3 of Cups reversed. Okay. So, pile 2. There is definitely a new beginning happening here. Whether the two of you like it or not, we have both the World card and the Fool. So there's the ending of a chapter and the beginning of a new one. I can see that this was inevitable and it was somehow divinely guided. This is talking about, the Wheel of Fortune here is talking about the cycles of life again, that the theme that we had with person B. So this is the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. I want to check real quick what this Crown of Coins is, just to make sure. I'm pretty sure it's the King of Pentacles, but you know, just to be on the safe side. Yeah. Okay. So with this Crown of Coins and 9 of Cups here, I feel like this connection is basically like a wish fulfillment. I don't know if for both of you, but one of you definitely sees it that way. And it's hard to decide how you two want to continue, because we have the 2 of Swords here reversed, and it basically talks about a decision long overdue. And I can see that you two have a hard time talking about it, but the universe is saying it's high time you two had an important discussion about how to make this work or not, depending on what way you choose to go. But I can see here with the 7 of Cups reversed that I feel like you two are starting to feel like you can't run away from this anymore. Like there's no other option but to face the truth and speak the truth and see what can be done in this sense. I feel like maybe for both of you, this connection has been a little hard to manage. Like or maybe it was hard to make time for each other, or at least for one of you. There's this feeling that you had a hard time balancing perhaps work and relationship life, and as a result there's a feeling of exhaustion, a feeling of I can't continue like this anymore. I feel like one of you perhaps has been indulging, perhaps person B, but I might be wrong. It could be any of you. There's this feeling of like indulging to cope, and this could be anything from partying to drinking to binge eating to substances, TV, I don't know, Netflix, social media, whatever form of self-indulgence there is. And for some of you, I'm hearing physical pleasure of some sorts. I feel like you two perhaps are scared to face the truth because you don't know what's gonna happen afterwards. There with the moon here, I feel like there's a feeling of confusion and uncertainty about the future, about what's going on, what's going to happen. And there's also like a feeling of wanting to hold on tighter to each other, to the relationship. I feel like you two might have had some arguments in which you lost sight of the relationship for a second perhaps, and you know, you fought to win the argument, not to keep the relationship working, if that makes sense. And yeah, there's a need for conversation here. There's not much else that I'm getting from spirit. Other than that, so I've never had a reading in which I was given so little information, honestly, but I have a ton of oracle cards for you guys, and we'll get as much as we can out of this, I promise you. So to start, we have competition. I am yours alone. Change me, divine beloved, into one who can trust that you alone are the source for all. Free me from the illusion of scarcity and competition. Let me trust that all needs are always richly met. I am yours alone. So I feel like the idea of this card basically is that perhaps one of you feels empty. They might be overworking or overcompensating. It might even have to do with this indulgence card here, or this Two of Coins with overworking yourself. You don't have to prove anything, and if you're overworking yourself to cope with something, just, you know, just face the problem, because this is going to just create more problems for you to deal with, and it's just going to be more difficult to solve this later. Okay, let's move on. We have desires. I offer all longings to you. Change me, divine beloved, into one who offers all longings to you. Let me feel whole, knowing all true needs will be handled. You are my source for all. So there is a feeling here for one of you that something is just not fulfilled. Like, you feel like something's missing, or perhaps the reason why you're holding on so tight to your to one of you is holding on so tight to the other is because they feel like they're losing the relationship. And I feel like this, perhaps this person B, with all this indulgence here, with all this yeah, that makes sense. So I feel like with this indulgence card, this person, perhaps person B, is feeling like the rug is being pulled from underneath their feet, probably because the relationship has been a little rocky, or perhaps because person A didn't have enough time to dedicate to the relationship anymore with this new creative pursuit that they're having, and they're trying to balance that out by overdoing something that ultimately causes more harm than good. But next we have treasure your success. She needed a hero, so that's what she became, and she looks to the future and smiles. So I feel like the universe is not saying that either of you is wrong if the relationship just doesn't work as it used to. Because I feel like treasure your success, this goes, I think it goes for both of you, but more specifically right now for person A, I think like the universe is saying that they shouldn't feel guilty for choosing to take the opportunity that they've been handed and turn it into something beautiful, and you know, that they should enjoy their success, and because they deserve it. Now with this card here, she needed a hero, so that's what she became. I feel like if this is advice for person B, if you're person B, I feel like the universe is trying to say that you can be sufficient if your partner is not fulfilling your needs properly anymore. You have choices. You can choose to walk away and obviously do what you have to do and mourn the relationship if that's the case, but it definitely shouldn't have to be. Or realize that perhaps you're expecting a little too much from your partner, and you can be a little more understanding at the moment depending on your situation, of course. This won't apply to all of you. And you know, just learn to not depend on them so much. And however, with this card here, she looks to the future and smiles. I think the universe is saying that no matter what happens, the future is holding a lot of treasures for both of you, whether you choose to continue on this path together or separate. And I don't think that either of you should feel guilty for, I'm shedding, the imbalances in the connection right now. But let's check the rest of the cards and see what else we can get. We have Mirror Magic number 32. We have Bitch Fire, Stand Up for Yourself. We have Princess, You Can Be Your Own Knight. We have Flower, Be Honest with Yourself. We have Crow, Universal Laws and Truths Are Now Being Revealed. Use this energy to create your reality. And we have Blackbird, the magical and unique qualities of your untapped potential are unfolding now. Okay, so yeah, basically the same ideas are being repeated here. I feel like the feminine in this relationship, the feminine aspect is a little wounded, if I'm honest. And I feel like if this is you, if you're person B, the universe is trying to say definitely that you should be a little more self-reliant and not feel like you are the victim of your circumstances, or the victim of people around you, or even your partner. I feel like you are being encouraged to step into your feminine and pamper yourself a little more and take care of yourself, no matter what shape that might be coming in. But definitely self-indulging is not the way. You should not poison your body to numb out your emotions. Like, this might hurt, but let the hurt teach you, let the challenge teach you that there is another way. And this other way is empowering yourself. It's just that easy. You need to look at yourself in the mirror and realize that perhaps you have lost yourself in the relationship a little bit, or perhaps the relationship just isn't working, in which case you have total freedom to talk to your partner and say, hey, so this isn't working anymore. I'm not getting what I need. I'm not getting what I deserve. And as a result, I think we should go separate ways. Or can you make an effort to still provide me with the things I need, or not? Because it's just, at some point you gotta have an honest conversation. I'm not saying like have an open confrontation or something like that, because it might come in like, you know, with a sort of like a bitchy energy, and we don't need that. You can communicate that with your partner without sounding bitchy, or definitely without accusing them of anything, because even if they are guilty of anything, accusing them is just gonna make, it's not gonna have them as open towards you. In fact, they're gonna be guarded because they feel attacked. Okay, so whatever you speak gently, speak kindly. And with this flower card here, be honest with yourself. Yeah, there is a need to have this conversation. I feel like, first of all, you need to be honest with yourself. Okay, is this working? Is this not working anymore? Do I need to be a little more self-reliant, or can they help, you know, can they help me and still do their part in the relationship? But to continue, we have the Holy Grail, stop the endless searching, inner quest. Temple of the Rose, ancient power, expression, activation, scarlet codes. We have the crowning, initiation, thresholds, birth, rebirth, and a seat at the table. And we're going to look at these later. So, pile 2. I feel like the universe is reinforcing once again that you need to stop looking for outside sources to fill your inner needs. With this overindulging and perhaps over-relying on your partner, I feel like you're trying to compensate for something that is lacking inside yourself. Perhaps it is not that the relationship is having a challenging time. Perhaps it is that with this offer and opportunity being given to your partner, you are being challenged to realize that you have been over-reliant, and that you can look inward and use this time to heal whatever wound there is to be healed for you, because it's gonna depend. I feel like there is definitely a need for you to come take your seat on the throne, if that makes sense, and realize that perhaps you have been putting your partner on a pedestal, but you are just as important, if not more, actually, to yourself, because you should always be your first priority and put yourself first, because you can't give from an empty cup. And you have the opportunity and the right to recreate yourself, whatever shape that might take for you. Just with this inner journey, you need to ask yourself, who am I? What do I want? What is it that's missing? What is it that's hurting? Like, it's a whole, I feel like it's a whole journey, or perhaps the, you know, the message is a little general because it's gonna vary for each and every one of you what exactly it is that you need to heal. Okay, and I can actually pull some more cards there and see what kind of wounds you need to address. Okay, I actually also want to take a look at the guidebook and check this Temple of the Rose card because I cannot remember what it's about. All right, pile 2, let's take a look at this Temple of the Rose card and see what it has to say, if I can find it. There it is. So I'm just gonna read it for you. For millennia, feminine power, expression, and wisdom have been suppressed. As a result, the feminine has been silenced, dismissed, and disrespected. We've become disconnected from the earth, the mother, and have stopped revering our elders. But times are finally changing, and we are all part of this change. Every time we honor our body, express our wisdom, share our voice, and connect with our sensuality, we heal the sacred thread of the feminine. So, if you're person B, the Goddess Reverse card now makes a lot of sense. So basically, you need to get back into your feminine and honor yourself, honor your body, and just look after yourself a little more. Okay. Every time we call back our power, we heal the sacred thread of the feminine. Every time we come together in circle, we heal the sacred thread of the feminine. Every time we honor our cyclic nature and the cycles of nature, again, you gotta work with the cycles, not against them. We heal the sacred thread of the feminine. Regardless of which gender you identify with, if any, this is a card of calling back your power. It's a card of expressing your truth, no matter what it is. It's a card of sharing your soul's voice and singing the song that you came here to sing. This is a card of activation. It's a call to action. And it's a remembrance. You're the child of the ancient goddess. As you express yourself, you express for all who could not. As you reclaim your power, you do so for all those who cannot. Each shackle you break through, you free those who are yet to come. Share your voice, sing your song, dance your dance, reclaim your power. This is what you came here for. And the soul inquiry is, how are you being called to call back your power, express your truth, or honor the cyclic nature within? And actually, I want to check the crowning card too, because why not? Because why not? Right? It's a little bit more articulate than I was doing this reading. The crowning. There comes a time when the flower knows that it can no longer remain in the protective constraints of the bud. Somehow it needs to trust in the birthing energy and surrender to the unknown of the bloom. The same birthing energy exists within all of nature and in birth, both physical and metaphorical. It's an initiation for the mother as well as the child, who transitions from the water world of the womb to a whole new one on earth. This is a card of crossing thresholds and walking through the gates of initiation, which requires great courage and faith. There are rolling contractions, and it's almost always not straightforward. As we transition from one thing to another, we're called to burst through the constraints of the seed and then the certainty of the bud, so that something new can bloom from within. We're always birthing something, and deep inside we know that the only way to surrender to the initiation is to surrender to the innate power within. This power is inner. but it's also connected with the intelligence that exists within all life. It's the same energy that tells flowers when to bloom, and it was present when you grew in your mother's womb. Trust in that, it will carry you through. Surrender to what's wanting to be born through you. Life is always trying to initiate us into even more of who we truly are. How is life trying to initiate you? So there's definitely a new beginning happening here. And I feel like this reading is going more towards person's B journey. But then again, if you're person B, or even if you're person A, and you know that your partner is going through this, you can be supportive of them, and you didn't watch this in vain, because at least now perhaps you have a better understanding of what they're going through. Okay, so what I want to do next is take a look at your little heart cards and see what they want to say about the connection, and then we are going to get some advice and see if we can get some more insight about what needs to be healed for both of you, and more so perhaps for person B, because I feel like they are a little bit kind of the main focus of this reading. So here we have, look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. Okay, so perhaps this is what your partner is trying to convey to you, or you're trying to convey to each other. Beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. So if you've been putting your partner on a pedestal, or if you've been criticizing your partner for something that triggers you in their behavior, you need to realize that the only reason why you love or hate that so much is because it's also within you, or maybe it's been in you at some point in your life. And if it's something you've overcome, then you have to be patient with your partner and realize that the only reason it's triggering, it's because you've been there and you recognize the energy of it, and you know, just be patient with them as they go through it themselves, because it's hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel when you're in the middle of the tunnel, so to speak. So for you, it might seem easy to get out of that state if it's something not so wanted, if it's a not so wanted quality. But for them, it's not that easy to recognize the way out. Okay. It is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. So for person A, I feel like the universe is telling you to go forth and go forth and blossom, and take the, continue the creative pursuit that you have going on. And for person B, this is a perfect time for you to take time to yourself and to, take more care of your needs and see exactly what you want to embody more of in yourself and in your life. And finally, we have embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. So that is really beautiful. I feel like you complete each other. Like, I'm hearing like puzzle pieces. But puzzle pieces are also like different, like they don't really have the same shape or colors or whatever, so but nonetheless it fits good together. So even though you might have your differences, I feel like perhaps it can be worked out if you speak your truth again and the truth, and have an open communication about what's going on, and if it's not working, again, recognize if it can't be fixed, or if you would be happier going separate ways. Now I'm gonna pull some advice cards and see what wants to come through. So Spirit, what advice do you have for my pile 2s out there? What advice do you have for them? It's good to feel good. Okay. And spiritual alignment puts my manifestation into motion. What else? Spirit, give us a couple more. When I make joy a priority, brilliant ideas will come naturally, support will surround me, and movements will form. And lastly, we have, when I truly surrender my desires to the universe, a mighty force of faith can set in. Okay. And bottom of the deck, let's say, I let an inner sense of quiet multiply each day as I strengthen my faith in the love of the universe. So, calm your tatas, the universe got your bag, is what I'm hearing. Yeah. So basically, everything's okay, everything's going as it should. Just put yourself first for a while, communicate with each other what that might translate into the relationship, and just make sure you fill your own cups. It sounds to me like that's basically the whole point of this. You need to fill your own cups for a while before you can return and fill each other's cups. And it might sound daunting because you don't know how this is gonna play out, but I feel like the universe is asking you to have faith that things are gonna play out exactly as they should. Now let's get some healing cards. Spirit, what needs to be healed in this connection? Procrastination. Okay, so if any of you has been procrastinating lately, this is your sign that, yeah, you need to take action. You need to start taking action. What kind and in what direction, I don't know. That is only for you to know, but you know exactly what you have to do. What else, Spirit? What else needs to be healed here? Entrapment. Okay, so what is it that's keeping you stuck? What is it that is making you feel like you can't break free? Do you want to break free from old patterns? Is it the relationship that's making you feel trapped? What is it that is keeping you stuck, basically? And one more. What else needs to be healed, Spirit? Okay, you. And sexuality. And I feel like this one specifically goes for person B. So maybe you want to look at the sexual area of your life. Maybe that's where you need more focus, or maybe that's where person B feels like they should have a little, you know, more attention, or where they feel unfulfilled. But if it's not about what's going on in the bedroom and how your partner can help you with that and what you can talk through with your partner, then this card is talking about healing any sexual trauma, any sexual wounds that you might have. And I'm also hearing like body issues, like if you have any sort of I don't want to, like, please don't tell me disgust is, yeah, because I got disgust. And don't be disgusted by your body. Oh my god, it's the only, it's your sacred temple. Look at this woman. It's your sacred temple on this planet, and it's beautiful just as it is, and there's nothing wrong with you. And media is a bunch of bullshit for portraying the ideal body type. You don't need an ideal body type. You're ideal as you are. Okay, if you, however, want to make it better, there's always ways to do that. There's always taking better care of yourself, for fuck's sake, by eating better, or working out, or dancing, or taking a walk, or whatever it is. Everything's nourishing your body. Nourish your damn body, okay? Okay, I'm sorry for I'm sorry for yelling at you, but nourish yourself. I'm getting pissed. You are very, very important. You matter, and your self-care matters more than you might think right now. And if you do this, you're gonna thank yourself, okay? And perhaps me for bringing it up, I guess. I don't know. Okay, so what's some final advice you have for the connection, Spirit? Rainbow. Okay, one more. Conflict. Let's see. La-di-da. We have guilt, rainbow, prayer, and conflict. So, guilt. You do not need another's approval to feel worthy of love. What did I tell you? Regardless of what you've done or what you think you failed to do, from your soul's perspective, there's neither right nor wrong. Every experience in life is here to help you expand your awareness of love so that you may embrace even greater spheres of wisdom. You've done nothing wrong. You've done nothing wrong, okay? You deserve love. Stop putting them on a pedestal. You deserve it just as much. Why did you go underneath? Come back. Conflict. Feelings which you have suppressed for a very long time are yearning to be acknowledged and expressed. You are torn between what you think is the right thing to do and what your heart wants. And this is the primary cause of stress in your life. We, your angels, urge you to follow your heart. Do what you would love, not what you think you should. Okay? Screenshot this, I swear to God. Okay? Take a picture and read that daily. Okay. Now we have a little prayer, and if you guys ever feel like you need some support from above, these are little prayers that you can say that might help. You can take a picture of that too if you want. Dear guardian angel, help me to believe that all is possible through love. Help me to manifest my dreams and live an inspiring and fulfilling life. Help me to feel God's presence in every moment. Help me feel eternally loved. Thank you for being always by my side. And the last one. You are a jewel, even though you may not see it. Even in the darkest times, you shine eternally bright. You are surrounded by an aura of love and a pot of gold waits beyond the horizon. All will clear soon. Trust and continue to follow your dreams. You are eternally blessed. So pile 2, this is where I'm going to leave your reading. I hope that this helped, and I hope that you will work things out with yourself and with your partner. I know that everything was going to be okay ultimately, and so should you, because it can't be otherwise. Okay, everything happens for a reason, and everything ultimately happens for the highest good of all, including you. So thank you so much for being here, and hopefully I will see you next time. Bye. Hello, my little pile 3 ghosts, and thank you so much for being here today. If you guys chose this tarot deck with this wonderful piece of Labradorite, then this is going to be your reading on what you should know about this connection right now. So I've intended for this to be a romantic type connection. You could definitely ask for other connections, but I suggest you stick to romantic, since it might not make full sense if you ask about something else, but do what you wish. Anyways, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a look at some oracles to check the energies for person A and person B in the connection. You should be able to find yourself in at least one of these sides. If you don't, then you might want to check a different pile, and if you can't find yourself anywhere, then there might not be a message for you at the moment here. But without further ado, for person A, we have sexual arts, we have the fox, we have the athlete, we have the offering, we have moon in Aquarius, free spirit, your inner wild child awakens, We have house 7 and house 10. And for person B, we have faith. We have the praying mantis. We have the rebel reversed. We have the orphan. Eclipse in Virgo, reorganization. Choose duties and responsibilities carefully. We have water signs. And we have Cancer. Okay. So, what is going on here? Let's start with person A, shall we? So for person A, I feel like sexuality is a very important part of the relationship for this person, and I feel like they have a deeper understanding of what it means to have chemistry, and I feel like they know how to preserve that over time, so things don't get boring between the two of you. So this card talks about a balance between masculine and feminine energies, and how embodying those leads to a fulfilling, you know, in between the sheets life. When one person embodies masculine energy more and the other one feminine, then that is when, you know, proper chemistry happens and we have sparks of joy. Anyway, so I also feel like this person can smell bullshit from 100 miles away. I feel like they know how to discern when people are being genuine versus when they are not, when people have like hidden agenda or like malicious intent. So they are very intuitive, I guess, like that, or they simply can read people really well. But not only that, I feel like they also have this kind of I feel like they have a really good sense of humor, and perhaps they are a little, I think they embody like the energy of a trickster, like a prankster, like someone who likes to play, you know, pranks on people. What I'm also getting from them is that they are free-spirited. They might really treasure their freedom of thought, their freedom of action. They could be an Aquarius, doesn't have to be though. I'm also getting Sagittarius vibes, if that resonates for anyone. I feel like this person really treasures deep, meaningful relationships though. With house 7 here, I feel like they feel like they have a deep connection with you, a meaningful one. I don't think that, you know, they see it as a trifle, and I feel like they want to give themselves, offer themselves to you, dedicate themselves to you, perhaps like even dedicate their life to you, if that makes sense, or they have made it a point that you are the most important or one of the most important aspects of their life. I feel like they gave something, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so they probably, if you are committed and especially like engaged or married or just made the relationship official in any way, I feel like this person gave up their freedom for you, but they don't have any regrets. They did it out of love and out of a sacred place. And I feel like they see this connection as sacred. I also see them as someone who is very disciplined, someone who cares a lot about their health and their body and just, you know, looks, but not in a I'm superficial, I only care about looks. No, I feel like they probably practice some sort of sport, or maybe they consistently go to the gym. Either way, consistency and dedication is a theme for them. And I also feel like they're also dedicated to their career. Like, they seem to have it all together, don't they? But let's move on to person B. So for person B, I sense that you could definitely be person B can definitely be a water sign or an earth sign, Cancer, Virgo. Don't have to be, but you could have those placements. For this person, I feel like they have a deep wound that needs healing, and that they're probably battling every day. Person B, I feel like they have a deep abandonment issue. Perhaps they have not had the proper adequate relationship with their family, with their parents, with their home. Perhaps they have not had that stability growing up. Perhaps they've had to move against their will. Something just seems to have been taken away from them, probably at a young age, and this something left a hole in the soul. But I feel like person A is really helping with mending this wound, with providing the stability. I feel like perhaps the reason why person A, or not necessarily like the sole reason, but one of the reasons why person A chose to commit this offering act and sacrifice their freedom or their status as single, or, you know, not single, but yeah, you know what I mean, is to provide person B with the extra reassurance that they are not going anywhere and they are not going to be abandoned and they can rest easy. I am getting a lot of like motherly energy from person B. I'm also getting a lot of like emotional like emotions have a grip on them, or they talk with through their emotions more so than logic or anything else. I feel like person B is in a place right now where they need to do a little bit of soul spring cleaning, if that makes sense. I feel like they are rearranging their day-to-day activities, their day-to-day routine. They are focusing on something else possibly than they have been so far. And there is a feeling of being overwhelmed perhaps, and person B has to really choose wisely what they want to dedicate their activities towards. I want to talk about this rebel card here for a second. So this person might have rebelled against social structures, or like authority of some kind. I was hearing specifically rebelling against a father figure or grandfather or something like that. perhaps they are the ones that have led to this abandoning wound with the orphan. But I feel like also they're trying to maybe, for some of you, reintegrate, not reintegrate this person, but kind of change the outlook that they have with this like rebel card, in a sense that perhaps they weren't completely wrong. There's this figure of authority in their lives. Perhaps they're not completely wrong, and they're starting to have a change of heart about not be so fixed in their belief that this person or this authority was completely wrong or completely evil. And they're starting to see the the positive impact in them, not necessarily meaning that they reintegrate them in their life, but at least give them what's theirs, if that makes sense. With person B, I'm also seeing here, I was very surprised to find that these two cards, the Praying Mantis and Have Faith card, also, by the way, number 22 and 33 could be significant for you. Anyways, back to this. So these two cards, what do they have in common? Basically, they're telling, both of them are saying, don't focus on the how, focus on the why. So in this reorganizing theme here, in this person's life, in person's B's life, daily practices, daily routine, I feel like the universe is saying, whatever your goal is, if you don't know what to put forth in, order of importance, don't ask yourself, how am I gonna do that, but why am I doing that? And like, what is important to you, and why is that important to you, whatever goal you might be having. The Praying Mantis also talks about the moment of stillness. There's this Virgo energy that's coming really strong, and I feel like this person, person A, the Fox person, can help person B with their organizing and grounding stuff, because I feel like they themselves are pretty down to earth. I mean, with their dedication and structure when it comes to physical development and workouts and blah blah. That's a virtue that they can probably help person B integrate. Okay, so for person B, it's important right now that they get their priorities straight, and they focus on why they want to do what they want to do, and they have faith that things are gonna work out in divine timing, and not to worry, because I feel like there is a sense of worry here, that what if this goal that they're having is not gonna come into fruition? What if they're not deserving enough? You are deserving enough, whoever this person is. Person B is definitely deserving of anything that their little heart desires, as long as it's for the highest good of all, to the harm of none. I feel like I need to say that. You don't need to worry about deserving. Everything is gonna happen if you take these little daily steps. I feel like that's what is being underlined for person B. If they take these little baby steps every single day, and they have dedication to this, and they keep at it, then things are gonna work out just fine. So if this sounds like you and your person, then let's move into the tarot and see what you need to know about your connection with this person. Okay. So to start, we have the Ace of Pentacles reversed, Nine of Pentacles reversed, the Knight of Swords upright. This is the High Priestess, yes, the High Priestess, the Nine of Swords reversed, Strength upright, and Why am I always like, there we go. I have a problem centering my cards since I can't see my camera. Well, we're working through it. We have the Magician upright. We have the Warden of Crystals. I really gotta check the guidebook. I think this is the Queen, but I'm gonna check the guidebook just in case. The Fool reversed. We have Judgment upright. We have the Seven of Swords and the Two of Coins. And let me just quickly grab the guidebook and see what we're working with. Okay, crystals. No, see, the Warden of Crystals was the King. So the King of Coins reversed. All right, okay. Pile 3. So pile 3. I feel like there is a feeling of unworthiness on your side when it comes to this connection with your specific person. And I feel like you perhaps put them on a pedestal and think of yourself as less than you are, or less than you can achieve. And I think that you perhaps put yourself in a position that you are only worthy based on your achievements, list of achievements. And I feel like you have been trying to prove your worth to this person by trying to achieve something tangible. But I think that you don't realize that you've been necessarily doing it for this person's approval. Your person doesn't need to approve of you, and they already do approve of you since you guys are together, and it seems that it's pretty solid. So I think that perhaps you have been lying to yourself as to why you're doing the things you're doing, why you're trying to achieve the things that you're trying to achieve. And basically, I feel like you have these feelings of inadequacy. I think that's how you pronounce it. I feel like you feel inadequate. Perhaps you feel a little threatened by how much you perceive this person to have achieved, and you basically base your worth on how much you can do. And I feel like you sort of compare yourself and your achievements to this person's achievements, and that you're not entirely honest about why you're doing, like I said, the things you're doing. So basically what I'm trying to say is you're trying to grow, right? You're trying to grow as a person in whatever way you are. And you're not doing it for you. You're doing it from a place of, I'm not good enough, like, look at this person, I need to square it up, like, I need to be as good as them. And you know, while these things are working and like you're definitely trying to manifest some good stuff here, I feel like in reality, I think I want to pull some clarifiers actually here, because it's a little ambiguous, I guess that's the word. So let's see. Let's give these a good shuffle. All right. So, Spirit, can we get a clarifier, please, on the High Priestess? Can we clarify the High Priestess? Why, thank you. Okay, so... come on. Alright. Yeah. So I feel like with this 5 of Pentacles here, I feel like deep down you know that this person is not gonna abandon you because they don't think that you're not good enough. They think you're great, in fact, and you're afraid that they might think that you're not good enough. Which is why you're working yourself pretty hard to prove the opposite, which they don't think the opposite. Yeah. Anyways, so they already see you as inherently worthy and as an amazing person, but you still think that they're gonna leave. Okay, what else? I want to clarify this Judgment card, please, Spirit. Thank you. So the truth of the matter is that you two need to communicate about this. I feel like they're pretty honest and upfront that you are good enough, but you don't necessarily believe them, or you don't believe. You might ask them, so, hey, what do you like about me, or why did you choose, you know, me instead of this other person, or why did you marry me, like. And I don't know if you guys know this, it's not a meme, but it's like a Tumblr post, and between like between Greek gods, and it's like Hades and Persephone having a conversation in bed at night, where Hades is nudging Persephone awake and is like, do you still love me? Like, do you still like me, or something like that? And she's like, I married you. And he's like, yeah, but like as a friend or a wife, unclear. and this like reminds me of you. So I guess like you need constant reassurance or confirmation from this person that they're not gonna leave, but they're not going anywhere. Okay, let's see clarifier for this Strength card here, Spirit, please. Let's see. Let me get a clarifier for Strength. No? There we go. Okay, the Page of Swords. So I feel like you are learning how to tame these subconscious fears, but you're like just starting out, and therefore you can't expect things to change overnight. Like, you need to give yourself time, because you're basically trying to change years and years of programming of unworthiness, and it's not gonna change overnight. Oh my god, have some patience with yourself. Okay, let's clarify this Fool reversed, Spirit, please. Can we turn kind of full? Okay. All right. We have the Page of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands reversed. So, okay. So I feel like you might not necessarily see, but listen, I think you started like multiple pursuits, like multiple possibly interests, like you're diving into this and you're diving into that, and you started going to the gym, and you also started reading, and you also started learning how to cook, and you also started learning accountant stuff, and I don't know, whatever it is. I feel like you're delving into a lot of stuff just to have this facade that, oh my god, I'm doing so much, I am, you know, I'm so confident, I'm doing so much, I'm okay with this. But you're not gonna reap the rewards of any of these pursuits if they're not actually what you're genuinely interested in and what you genuinely want to do, because you just want to do them, because it comes from your heart, from your soul, because it speaks to you, because it's your purpose, because it brings you joy and pleasure. Okay, I feel like you're doing a lot, but you might even have results from some of these pursuits, like meaningful like results, but you're dismissing them. Not good enough. I'm not good enough yet. You are absolutely more than good enough. Okay, I want to get some cards on how this person is feeling towards you, just to prove it to you. So how does pile 3's person feel about pile 3? What are their feelings towards them? How do they feel? Truly feel deep in their heart for pile 3. How do they feel? Spirit. 9 of Wands. What else? 6 of Wands. 5 of Swords. Okay. What else? 4 of Wands reversed. What else, Spirit? How do they truly feel? Creator. And Ace of Wands reversed. So, hear me out. In bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Pentacles. And the Ace of Cups. I'm sorry, but I'm taking that. I'm not even sorry. Your person sees that you're fighting these many battles, and you're trying to defend yourself, and you're trying to defend what you've achieved, but no one's attacking you. No one is attacking you. No one is, you're the only one attacking yourself. They see you as really successful. They actually, like, I feel like they even praise you for your achievements, and they're very proud of you. But I feel like you always have these conversations, these arguments with them, like, no, it's not good enough. And you always try to win the argument, like, you don't give up until they give up on trying to encourage you that you are doing enough, that you do deserve to be celebrated. I feel like you don't celebrate your wins. You don't, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? You don't recognize your wins. You don't celebrate them, and you don't cherish them. I feel like, so they see you as the fucking Empress. They see you as the ultimate queen, creator, feminine, badass, bomb bitch out there. You are their true counterpart. They love this about you. They love that you embodied your feminine energy, and you bring so many things into fruition, and you are so nurturing. And I think they're just saying that you need to sit back for a little bit. You need to sit back. They acknowledge that you are a catch, but they're saying that you're not patient with yourself. You're not patient with the seeds you're planting. Okay, so now that we have that out of the way, I'm gonna put these on the side, and we're gonna get into some oracles. To see what else Spirit has to say, advice, and you know, how things can get even better from here. So first of all, we have uniqueness. I accept my own nature. Change me, divine beloved, into one who embraces my own uniqueness. Let me accept my own nature completely, knowing it too is divine. May I love myself as I am, not as others say I should be. I accept my own nature. So, pile 3. If it wasn't clear already, I feel like you need to realize, what do you actually want to do? Because it looks like your relationship is going pretty well, and the only frustrating thing going on is the fact that you still try to impress your partner even though you're like official and they're there and you're stable and they love you. You're still trying to prove your worth to them, and this isn't even like a relationship thing. This is a you thing. You need to realize and love yourself as you are and not try to change yourself to impress anyone. Next, we have generosity. I am abundant love. Change me, divine beloved, into one who can easily send blessings to all, even those filled with negativity or fear. May I shower the planet with love, knowing there is an unlimited ocean within me. So I feel like this, first of all, you can't give from an empty cup, so fill your cup and then we're gonna talk about this. But I feel like when it comes to your partner, they truly want to offer you the best, no matter what, no matter the dark places you might end up in your life into. Like right now, I feel like you're in a little bit of a dark place because you're trying to find your true purpose, what you really want, what you really resonate with, and they just want to be there to support you no matter what, even in the dark times. I feel like they're just praying to be able to maintain or even raise the level of affection and reassurance they offer you, so they feel like they don't fail you as a partner. Because I feel like they would also blame themselves a little bit if when you fall down, you know what I mean? When you fall down in a pit of blackness, abyss, yeah. I feel like they could blame themselves for not giving you enough reassurance that they're there for, and they frustrate themselves because they want to do more and give you more. Anyways, continue. You have what it takes to be a victorious, independent, fearless woman. And you do. You're a bad bee. Okay? You have everything it takes. You just need to center yourself, find yourself. A girl should be 2 things: who and what she wants. Yes, exactly. When I'm telling you, I'm sorry, but like, when oracles literally say what I said word for word, it's a win. You don't need to impress anyone. You need only to be yourself. You don't even need to impress yourself. You just be yourself. Just be yourself and you'll impress everyone, including yourself. Okay? Okay, good. Next, we have Ocean's Muse. Water's wisdom, intuition, Hermit's light, and discovery. So discover yourself, babe. Okay? water's wisdom. I feel like you're being called to follow your feelings, follow your emotions. What makes you feel good? If you're a water signs or you have water placements, or if you don't, I feel like you need to learn from someone who has water placements and is a good example. Basically follow what feels good. Notice how your body responds to what you're doing, to what you're saying, to what you're thinking, and only continue repeating, doing, thinking, saying, manifesting the things that feel good. Okay. Follow your intuition, literally, and discover yourself and explore the depths of your being and of your brain and of your soul and heart, and see what makes you smile, see what fills you with joy, with passion, and doesn't drain you, and focus on that. And then center your daily routine around what gives you that passion and that joy and that fulfillment. And with this Hermit's Light theme here, it makes me think about the Hermit card in Tarot. So the Hermit is all about an inner journey, discovering yourself, going inward alone for a while. Like, you don't need to actually be, to break up with your partner for this, but do some self-exploration, give some more time to yourself, talk to your partner and tell them that you need a little more time to yourself. They're willing to give you anything. You think they wouldn't give you a little time? Like, don't worry about that, girl, you're covered, or whatever you are. I'm not trying to assume your gender. But next we have Mirror. Treat your body like the palace it is. Yes, okay, so if you feel like your partner is good looking and you're not, you'd be in the wrong, because you are beautiful, gorgeous, stunning, amazing. And if you weren't, they wouldn't have chosen you. And they couldn't care less if they go to the gym and you don't, or if they play football and you don't. Like, you don't need... Take care of your body, whatever way your body tells you to take care of it. Listen to it, listen to your intuition, listen to your feelings, listen to your body. Maybe listen to your brain less, actually. Stop doing logical stuff, like do more emotional stuff. And take care of your body. Your body is wonderful. It's a temple that you need to cherish and take care of, because it's the only one you have and the only one you'll ever have, so you might as well enjoy it, Then we have Raindrops. Take a chance on them. And we have Morning. The world awaits you. So again, we have a lot of water repeating. Like, look at this: water, water, rain, water, and there's like fishes here. She's waking up like Ariel. Like, yes, you're a mermaid. Beautiful, beautiful mermaid. If you're not a water sign, I would be surprised if you don't at least have water placements. So embody your wateriness and go with the flow, and realize that you have something wonderful to give to the world. And if you don't explore and find it and work on it and enjoy it, neither will others get a chance to benefit from what you have to offer. So work on you, because the world needs it, because you need it, because your partner needs it. Okay? We have I'm gonna butcher this, chickadee. Anyways, the time is right to release old patterns and energies. You are ready to embrace change. Screenshot this, set it as your wallpaper. Okay. So do I need to explain this? Because my brain is blank. I mean, that's my ADHD talking, but my brain is blank here for a second. Let's ground ourselves, because I have a tendency to get in my head too. But you need to stop thinking that you aren't good enough, and start thinking that you are, because the universe created you and the universe doesn't make mistakes. You are as you should be. Embody that. Drop the conditioning that you've been brainwashed into believing your entire life, that you aren't good enough, or if you're only good enough if you do this, this, and this. And do you, babes. Do you. Next we have duck. I can pronounce this one, yes. Find comfort and balance in simple ways. You have support all around you. Yes, you do. Especially in your partner. Oh my God. And the universe. And everyone else who loves you unconditionally. So take a chill pill, I guess. Take a chill pill from time to time. And don't overwork yourself. Because if you reach burnout, that's a whole different story. That's a whole different reading. You don't want burnout. So, you know, listen to your body. If you need rest, rest. If you're feeling inspired, do what makes you feel inspired. If it doesn't inspire you, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't force yourself. Next we have Whispers of Mother Earth. Creativity, ideas, inspiration, artist, writer, channel. So, would you look at that? You seem to have some creative genes going on. So, whatever artistic pursuit you are following, and I think we've had like a lot of artists in today's readings. Like, I've seen this multiple times, which is great because I'm an artist myself. Love that for you, babe. Okay. Whatever it is that it makes you feel good, looks to like it has something to do with art. So do art, babes, do art. Whatever form it comes in, don't judge it. Don't judge the result. Don't even think the process through. Like, in the beginning, just do art for the sake of art because it heals your soul. It heals you and it makes your inner child feel better. And it helps you deal with those wounds, okay? Especially the abandonment, oh my God. So, the orphan card that we had earlier actually says that in order to help heal this abandonment wound and this inner child, wounded child, you need to do whatever used to make you feel happy as a child. Creatively, whatever it is that you were drawn to doing, like drawing, painting, I don't know, singing, dancing, whatever it is, engage in that because it's gonna be deeply healing too. So, like, do that, please. Next we have the grandmothers. Remember your roots, perspective, trust the weavings. So I feel like there's been perhaps a granny in your life that's been always there for you, supportive of you. An abuelita, I don't know why I'm getting that. That's always like being proud of you, no matter if you came with a bunch of dirt and be like, look what I made. She would be like, that is awesome. Like, oh my God. That's how you need to be with yourself. That's the energy you want to have with yourself. Oh my God. I got some crazy synchronicities right now. Something made sense. So embody your inner grandma and be kind to yourself. I actually did this not so long ago. I had a dream that, not a dream, it was meditation, but like, it feels like a dream. I did a meditation in which I saw myself as, you know, in the future as a grandma, and she was everything I've always wanted to be. She was kind, she was patient, she was laughing, she was elegant, she was like, what's the word? What's the word? She had like an indie vibe, like bohemian, like, you know, everything I personally wanted to be. And it moved me to tears to meet her, to talk to her in my meditation, because I wanted to be that, and I started embodying that. And ever since then, I felt lighter, and I didn't take things so personally, and it just healed some of my wounds. For example, I have a problem with rage, and, you know, getting triggered by people. And that helped me be kinder. Because I'm always like, my inner grandma would be so kind and she will solve this with, kill them with kindness, you know? So embody your inner grandma, or call your grandma. Like, what the fuck? If you can talk to her, talk to her. She will, if she's still around us, she will be there for you no matter what. And even if she isn't around us anymore, call on to her. She's gonna be there, she's gonna guide you, she loves you, and she will let you know what you need to hear and what you need to do. And she will give you that extra encouragement that you need and reassurance. Then we are nature, becoming grounded, embodiment, living in connection. So I feel like grounding yourself is really important to you. It's important to me too. Like, I literally had to remind myself like 5 times today to ground, because I'm always getting in my head. The exercise that I do is I imagine roots coming out of the soles of my feet, and like literally like them going deep into the earth and taking energy from Mother Earth and realizing that I'm safe. So that's what works for me. There's a lot of guided meditations online. If you want to do one of those, it literally helps, so do that if you can. And you can, so there's no excuse. And realize that you're not disconnected from anyone, and your true purpose is going to be revealed to you, and you have a place here, and you have something to do here, and you have a purpose, a calling that needs to be fulfilled, and you need to embody that person, that energy, because no one else can do it for you, and you can't embody anyone else's energy either. You can only do you authentically, truly, and fully, and actually be, you know, being of service and feeling like you're in purpose here. But going back to the connection, we have criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. So if some of you are actually like dealing with, you know, criticizing one another, like I said, when you talk to your partner, talk to them from a place of love and kindness, and don't bark at them. Don't don't accuse them. Like, if they do something that triggers you or displeases you, you can say it in a kind way, like, hey, can we please talk about that? Like, it hurt me because it triggered this and that, and I wish we could find another way to discuss about whatever is bothering you or whatever you're bringing up. You can do it without criticizing one another. When you criticize or attack your partner, their immediate reaction will be to defend themselves. Instantly, they will put up a wall, and whatever it is that was yeah, guys, so my battery died in the middle of the reading. So, thankfully, you didn't lose much, and we can easily talk about the rest. So, we were talking about this criticism card. I was saying that basically, if you criticize your partner, or your partner feels attacked, they will instantly put up a barrier, and whatever you are trying to communicate to them is not gonna get to them as easily, if at all, because their first reaction is gonna be to defend themselves, and sometimes they might even attack back. That is just human nature. So if you have something to communicate with your partner, or they do with you, the best way is to come from a kind and loving place, and, you know, just phrase it in a way that is not, you know, it doesn't sound like an attack. So, hey, remember when you did that? It kind of hurt me, and I wish we could talk about it and, you know, figure out a way around it, or something like that. But next up, we have trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. So I don't feel like you're gonna have a problem doing this, but you need to accept, first of all, that you need to figure out what it is you want to accomplish, and that the problem is that you're trying to accomplish too much and for the wrong reasons. So ask yourself when you're doing something, why am I doing it? Is it coming from my soul? Is it coming from my ego? Because if it's coming from your ego, that's not the path that you want to go on. And next we have friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. So I feel like with this card here, communicating openly is probably what you need to do with your partner. Openly and kindly. I feel like, so in my perspective, I was saying a relationship has 3 major needs. One is respect, the other one is friendship, and the last one is obviously attraction, or in the sheets stuff. And I feel like the in between the sheets is covered, and your partner really loves that. And I'm sure that you have respect for each other, because otherwise you wouldn't be committed to each other like you are. But perhaps you need to work on the friendship side, and that can translate into doing spending quality time together, doing things that you both enjoy, communicating better even. Okay, so next we have, when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. So make sure that when you live your life day to day and overall, that you don't try to acquire material gains or status or acceptance, but rather live doing what truly drives you, what truly makes you passionate, what truly inspires you. Because in your final moments, you're not gonna be like, damn, I made so much money, but you're gonna be like, I'm happy I lived a life being true to myself and honoring and doing what I wanted to do, because we regret the things we don't do most of the time. But I also pulled a few angel cards that are direct advice from your angels and what they want you to know right now. Just very kind, loving energies that they want to send your way. And first of all, we have oneness. Someone you dearly miss is forever present in your heart. Remember, dearest one, that even though there has been a physical parting, spiritually, those we love never leave us. Creation is eternal. Nothing is ever truly missing, for all is interconnected and ultimately one. So, for those of you, if you have someone who passed, perhaps this grandma figure right here, I feel like Spirit is saying that they're trying to reach out to you and they want to work with you and help you in this situation, help you understand the next steps you need to take, perhaps, and that they are there with you. And it can be helpful, it can be healing to talk to them, to pray to them, to reconnect with them. Okay, so if you feel like that's something you should do, go for it. Next we have miracle. Dearest one, even if all hope seems lost, let not hope slip away, for I, your guardian angel, am constantly by your side. Surrender all your concerns to me and trust in the healing power of love. Please believe that you are never alone. Together we shall work through each issue or situation which is of concern to you. My all heals with the passing of time. Magic and miracles are about to manifest. So I feel like your angels are saying that you need to give yourself time, because this is not gonna heal, this one is not gonna heal in a day, and you need to give yourself love enough to have patience with yourself. Okay, you're trying to undo years and years of programming that are telling you that you're not enough and you're never doing enough and you gotta overwork yourself to prove a point, and that's not true. We have star. Believe in yourself. You are a wonder of creation. You truly are. Wash away all fear and discover you are a shining star. Allow all around you to just be. Let go of trying to control life, for the light of your soul will guide you always towards love. and this is ultimately what we are all floating towards, and whatever we do should be done with love, and whatever our heart calls us to do is from a place of love. So what's your heart calling you to do? I guess you should ask yourself. Love illuminates all things. Never forget you are truly a shining star. Okay, and last but not least, we have expression. And the expression card says, express how you feel clearly, lovingly, and honestly without fear of judgment. This is exactly what I told you should do in general, but specifically with your partner right here. Okay, say it exactly like it is. All will be resolved when you express to others how you truly feel. Okay, trust in the power of life to guide you and heal all concerned. Self-expression is liberating and healing. So pile 3, I feel like in your connection right now, the most important thing for you to know is to communicate with your partner, to try to work on that bond. They are there for you and you are there for them, and all you truly need is to be open and loving, and everything will be solved. I feel like you both will have patience with each other, and I feel like everything will be okay as long as you communicate exactly what you need the other one to know, so they can take the right steps by your side. So pile 3, thank you so much for being here with me today. I also wanted to mention that I do happen to offer personal readings too at the moment. I will leave the link in the description, and I also have an oracle deck. If you're interested in that, I will also link that down below. And yeah, live a life live a life of true love. Live a life and a life. Leave a like and a comment. The universe doesn't want me to say it, goddamn. Leave a like and a comment if this reading resonated, and subscribe to the channel to see more content like this. Thank you again for your support, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Goodbye. Hi there, pile 4. If you guys chose this tarot deck together with this cute little Charoite piece, then this is going to be your reading on what you should currently know about this connection. Now, how I intended for this reading to work is we are first going to take a look at some oracles in a person A, person B type reading, and hopefully you will be able to find your energy in one of the sides and your person's energy in the other. So to start, we have person A with help from above. We have shark. We have mother, nurture, nurturance, patience, unconditional love, joy in giving birth to life. We also have the heart. We have sun in Virgo, endeavor, you reap what you sow. We have south node with destined to release, and my bad. And we have Sagittarius with optimism, exploration, and freedom. And for person B, we have inner child. We have the bat. And we have detective, great powers of observation and intuition, desire to seek out the truth. We have the warrior. We also have moon in Leo with heroism, let your inner hero out. And we have Libra, consideration, fairness, and harmony. And last but not least, we have Pisces with intimacy, intuition, and compassion. All right. So let's start with person A. Now, person A For person A, I am sensing that, okay, so person A is someone who loves to create. For some of you, this energy of creation can manifest into goals, just regular goals that you set for yourself, or goals set for a business, or some sort of like financial goal of such, or opportunity, or just channeling your energy into, you know, bringing something into fruition. For some of you, it could be literal motherhood. You could be a mom, or you could be, for person A, they could be someone who want to be a parent. I'm also sensing that this person is very dedicated to person B, to their partner. I am sensing a lot of understanding when it comes to person's B development, or perhaps person B can see themselves as someone who is a little bit difficult, but person A is like, I don't care how difficult you are, or you show me to, you know, you show yourself to me to be, or I will always be here and I will always understand you, and understand you even when you don't understand yourself. Why am I black? I think I've been lighting up the candles, and I think that's, anyways. I'm also sensing that person A can be guided by higher forces, in terms of, it could be ancestors, or it could be spirit guides, or they just could be someone that works with angels, or just higher light energies. It could be someone who prays often, or just someone who, I'm hearing, co-creates with the universe. So whatever it is that they are following it in tune with what the universe is guiding them towards, and what they sense in their heart is good for them. And let's speak about this heart card. So this heart card is basically talking about how you should be present in your body and in your heart, which means basically following what makes your heart happy, what fills you with joy, what makes you sing and dance and feel at home. And I feel like this person is wise, not in a necessarily like they could be older and, you know, have acquired wisdom through experience, but I'm not necessarily sensing that this person is old, just that they've learned a lot, and instead of the world making them bitter, the world made them better, in a sense that it opened their heart, and it turned them into someone who doesn't take things personally as much, and understands that, you know, other people are dealing with troubles too, and problems and trials and tribulations, and that sometimes because of that, people can act in ways that are not reflective of who they really are intrinsically. I feel like this person doesn't really see other people as being inherently bad, or even if they don't like someone, I don't think they hold like hate towards them. I think they come from a higher place, and they basically see them as, this person is suffering, this is why they're acting like this, like I have nothing but empathy for them. I'm also sensing some earthy energies for this person. They could be a Virgo or have Virgo placements. We also have the Sagittarius here. I just want to point out that if any of these signs, zodiac signs are, you know, representative for you, feel free to take them as they are. I'm sensing a little bit of mirroring energies here. So this person could be anything, Virgo, Leo, Sagittarius, Pisces, Libra. Same for person B. But for them, I'm sensing a lot of organizing skills. Anyway, so basically they want to keep their world organized. Their daily habits, I feel like they are very conscious, very aware of what they do daily, and what they do on the day-to-day is going to help them reach their goals long term. I feel like this person is trying to, or learning, or has learned, that you need to be happy every single day in everything that you do, and not wait for that, you know, special prize at the end of the line, down the line when you get your goal. I feel like they're trying to enjoy themselves in the journey. I'm also sensing for this person someone who's very curious, someone who maybe has a lot of interests, or like just a broad spectrum of things that they're into, from, I don't know, just a lot of subjects. What else? Person A. I feel like this person is learning how to let go of their past, or they find themselves lighter and in this sort of like higher energy, because they have understood that it is really important to let go of the past, and they try to leave that where it is and focus on the now. But let's move on to person B. For person B, this is definitely someone really intuitive, someone very in tune with people's emotions, people's true colors. And with this warrior card here, this person could literally see people's auras, you know, the energy around them really well. I feel like they are they could be healers. And this person might have their third eye very developed. They could be clairvoyant, you know, they could probably see entities, or just see energy and perceive it through sight in some way. This person, I feel that they have a very active inner child, but they might not necessarily show it or let it out as often as perhaps their inner child would like them to. I feel like this person is very playful and very, like, they like to play. I feel like they're someone creative, but not in a way that like person A, because person A feels like they want to build something. I feel like person B is creative just for the fun of it, and while person A is also having fun with it, they also kind of channel that energy into goals. This person is probably just enjoying the fun, you know, in the moment, for releasing and feeling good. I'm feeling that this person B is probably someone for whom family is very important. They might have a big family. They might be in contact with their family more than usual, or, you know, more than the average person, or more than person A. I am also sensing for them that they would fight for person A. Like, literally, I'm hearing Jason, I think it's Jason Derulo song, "I'll Fight for You," or something like that. I'm also hearing "Will You Marry Me" by Jason Derulo, so maybe that's significant. With this Moon in Leo heroism card, and the Warrior here both. I'm sensing that this person is probably dedicating their lives to person A. I'm sensing that this two could have fights, and I feel like person B needs to remember, you know, pick and choose your battles, I'm hearing. And also I feel like they see person A as someone who's worth fighting for. There's a lot about fighting here, maybe fighting the world, like us against the world kind of mentality. They might have some fire placements, or Scorpio, or even Leo, Pisces, Libra. I'm feeling like this person is someone who loves closeness and intimacy, but I don't think they open up that easily. However, I think that people can open up to them, or that they see people's story or people's colors without them even opening up. I feel like this person is interested, or they appreciate fairness and truth, but they both might, again. And I feel like they want to be the knight in shining armor for person A. But yeah, that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting for these two. So right now we're gonna move into the tarot and see what you should know as of right now about this connection. We are also gonna take a look at some oracles to dive even deeper and get some advice from spirit, from the universe, for this connection from now on. So to start, we have the Ace of Wands reversed, we have the Eight of Cups reversed, we have the King of Wands, we have Death, we have the Prince of Cups, we have the Emperor and the Tower, we have the Princess of Wands and the Eight of Swords reversed, we have the King of Swords reversed, the Ten of Swords reversed, we have the Hanged Man upright, the Six of Swords reversed, we have the Hermit, and last but not least, I think this was the back of the deck, we have a Strength. Okay, pile 4. What should you know about this connection? So I'm sensing like this period recently, or right now, or in the near future, you and this person seem to not have it so easy. I feel like there is this energy here of misunderstandings and a lack of passion. There is a lot of fire energy, but I don't feel like it is. I feel like there's a lot of conflict here, and this might relate to the Warrior card from person B's energy. Okay, so I'm sensing that there was or is a need for a change in this connection, and that might be in the way you guys communicate, and perhaps something about the passion in the relationship. I am sensing that this change, it might have been presented to you, or it could be presented to you. You probably know what it is, but I feel like if you don't make this change consciously, the universe will have a divine intervention and it will force you to make this change. And you might not like the way that it does that, because I feel like the universe is saying you either learn to deal with your conflicts, with your problems while you're still together, or we're gonna set you apart for you to learn this on your own. But nevertheless, you're gonna learn how to tame yourselves. I feel like the lesson here, the idea here that Spirit wants you to know, is that you should learn to tame your instincts, to deal with your unconscious, subconscious responses better. I'm sensing you guys might have said things that really hurt each other deeply here, and that these things are the sort of words that you can't take back, and that leave scars. And I feel like there is still a chance for forgiveness and moving forward, but it is not without consequence. And you should really, before speaking, I feel like you should take a moment, take a deep breath, and think if what you're saying is loving and kind, or if it's meant to hurt. And if it's meant to hurt, then the universe is saying pick your battles, you know. Is this the kind of battle you want to, you know, what is your battle about? Are you fighting the other person, or are you fighting the problem? In which case you're fighting together. But if you're fighting the other person, obviously you could set each other apart. I sense that there is some love in this connection still, and that there is a chance for you to still make it. I feel like the masculine energy of this connection needs to grow up. I feel like they have a lot of love for the other person, but they need to compose themselves, to learn to use that powerful, fiery energy that they're, you know, that they're holding, to transform that into something positive, to channel it into something that actually helps and builds up the relationship instead of tearing it down. I feel like you guys have pondered going separate ways, but I feel like you don't want to entertain the idea. And I feel like you two are still gonna need to have some alone time to kind of gather your thoughts and realize what the problem is and what your triggers are, and how you can appease each other and one another when the time comes and the conflict arises. What else, Spirit? Yeah, I feel like right now you can think about whether or not you want to continue this. The universe is saying it's okay no matter which way you want to go, but I feel like you guys have to learn to control yourselves. I think this is the big lesson here, because you see, the Strength card in tarot is most of the time representing a woman taming a lion with her bare hands. And this is about being kind to yourself and taming that strong energy that your subconscious holds, your responses, your triggers, but doing so kindly. Like, you need to be kind both to yourself and to your partner. I feel like you two have a deeper understanding of this in your soul, not necessarily like, perhaps you don't express it with words as well as you could, but I feel like you two both know what this is about, and I feel like you two have a connection to spirit and to the divine. and you continue to develop it perhaps in other ways. And I feel like this right now is learning to talk to your higher selves before you talk to the other person, to your partner, and really question yourself. Is this what I want to tell them? Is this how I truly feel? Is this gonna help or destroy the connection further? But let's take a look at your oracles and see what advice Spirit has for you. So we have prosperity. I am trusting. Change me, divine beloved, into one who knows you alone are the source of all prosperity. Let me live in gratitude, trusting every need is handled. That alone is true wealth. So perhaps some of the fights you guys had were about money or handling money, you know, or putting money on the side, and perhaps there was a fear that there isn't enough. And I feel like the universe is saying, trust that you always have enough and you can always make more if you need more, and not to worry about that. I feel like the universe is saying, we got your back on this one. You keep working on this you keep working on yourselves. Next we have uncertainty. Let me deeply trust. May I live in the now and relax peacefully into the unfolding, knowing all the pieces of the puzzle will fall into place at the right time and not the moment before. So if you guys are trying to like rush the process of bettering yourselves and bettering the relationship, I feel like the universe is saying that that is not a possibility. You have to go to the nitty-gritty of it and come out on the other side with your lessons learned, but you can't skip or fast forward this chapter. I feel like it's also saying that don't worry, because this is happening for a reason, and it's either gonna strengthen the connection or bring it down altogether. And if it does, that's your choice. And you know, I don't think anything is set in stone. I think that everything is unfolding exactly as it should, and you just follow your heart and see what in your heart feels right when it comes to making a choice about this. Next we have, you must do the thing you think you cannot do. So I feel like in this case, for a lot of you, the universe is saying, perhaps you've been thinking like, I can't do this anymore. I can't stand this person anymore. They simply don't get it. They say all these nasty things to me. They will never grow up, blah, 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 blah. Well, if you want a sign, then this is it. You must do the thing you think you can't do. If you think you can't be more compassionate and more trusting and more, you know, kinder to each other, then you can and you must. Because this is what's going to teach you that lesson. You can't run away from being kinder to people, from being more understanding towards people. You can't push everyone away just because they have problems. Everyone has problems. So ask yourself, are these problems in the relationship that big? Or are you just making them to be that, to seem like that? And for some of you, the vice versa would be, if you really are hurting a lot in this relationship, but I don't think this is the majority of you. I think this is, you know, just for a few of you out there. It's not going to resonate for everyone. But if this relationship is really that damaging and you think that it's not for you, then you must break the cycle, break the pattern, and break up. Because I'm not telling you to break up, but if you feel like you're stuck in a connection and you can't escape, then please seek help, because some toxic relationships are actually very addicting and there is no love in there. It's just a toxic addiction that keeps you stuck. And if this is the case and you are stuck with a promise of love that is never fulfilling, then please get help and be kind to yourself in this whole situation, because I know you're doing your best. But next we have, I can't think of any better representation of beauty than someone who is unafraid to be herself. So yeah, I feel like this is from person A's energy, or you know, kind of similar to that, because I feel like what the universe is saying through this is that if you want this connection to work, then you have to be authentic with each other. You have a responsibility towards yourselves and towards your partner if you dedicate your life to them and you dedicate your heart to theirs. You have a responsibility to work on yourself with this Hermit card here. You can still be together and work on yourselves. There's nothing wrong with growing into a relationship, inside the relationship, but you have to do this growing work, this growth. Grow into who you truly are. I feel like this is the message. But next we have ancestors, family, survival, death, and worship. I feel like you're being watched with this eye here. I feel like you are not alone in this. The universe is saying that there is a lot of people supporting you on the other side and watching over you to see if you learn your lessons or not. And there's no pressure here, because it's not the end of the world if you can't learn your lesson in this relationship. But you can have another million opportunities to learn the lesson. But I feel like they are supporting you, and that, again, I think you can pray to them if you ever need help or if you need advice. I feel like they would gladly help you, but they will not intervene. This is your battle to fight. Person B, person's B energy is coming through, and something needs to die for this relationship to keep surviving, to keep working, to continue, or perhaps just, yeah, there's definitely a need for change here with this death theme. But up next we have Lioness, you've earned all your stripes. We have Feather, think first before you judge. And we have Garden, something lovely will grow from this. So right off the bat, you are given confirmation that if you manage to get over these difficult times and these difficult situations, then this connection is going to bloom into something better, into something that you will truly cherish and appreciate even more than before. With this Feather card, I feel like, again, this is energy similar to person A's, and it's basically advising you and the connection to, and I think it's also think before you speak, not just think before you judge. I think it's telling you to recognize that if someone is in a dark place or is speaking ill or is behaving unnaturally, then you must give them the benefit of the doubt and be empathetic and not react from a place of, you know, being triggered, because they might be going through something pretty tough that you don't know and you don't see. And that's not really them. It's just that they're going through a rough patch, a change of sorts. For some of you, there could also be some sort of change in the family, something in the connections you previously cherished, especially for person B, could be dying, transforming, falling out, something of the sorts. But we also have Lioness, you've earned all your stripes. The universe is saying, so for those of you who have body issues of some sorts, I feel like the universe is saying you're absolutely beautiful to your partner and you should be beautiful to yourself. There's nothing wrong with you. And on a more like spiritual level, I feel like the universe is saying that these battle scars that you're gonna be or you are left with after these trials and tribulations are just gonna be they should be worn like medals in a way to let you know that you are strong and that you can overcome any difficulty, and it's nothing to be ashamed about. If you would be ashamed, or yeah, ashamed of going through this or reaching this point in the connection, where things have kind of degenerated, because no connection, no relationship out there is perfect. And maybe you had this image of this relationship is gonna be perfect and nothing bad is gonna happen. That is not a thing. We learn the most about ourselves in relation to others, and especially in relationships with others, because that is where we realize that, you know, our different points of views come into conflict, and we need to learn that everyone is actually right if you look from their point of view. Again, think first before you judge. But we have Blue Jay, the time is right to access and master your abilities. Do so with humility and control. And we have Goose, your dreams and desires are calling you to action. The journey begins today. And I love how these two are actually facing each other. I don't know if they have been facing each other in any other of the piles. But this is really cute. I'm hearing silly goose, so one of you might be a silly goose. Okay, so I feel like you two, are these matching? Hold on. I mean, they're not a perfect match, but close enough. Anyways, I got distracted, I'm sorry. So I feel like the universe is basically saying, I feel like it's emphasizing this strength card and talking about, if you want to become someone reliable and worthy of love and a good partner, which I feel like you both want to be, you want to be a good partner for your partner, work on yourself, but do so kindly and do so gently. And there is a new journey beginning in which you have to be more mindful of your actions and of your words, but it's something you've wished for, most likely, and something that will bring you a lot of satisfaction. Next we have the Breathing Rose. Heart healing, emotions, connection, time eases. We have the Rose of Venus, alignment, flow, right relationship, harmony. And we have Rapture, sensuality, love, devotion, romance, ecstasy, and pleasure. So I love this for you guys. The universe is just confirming that you guys are currently in a place where you are learning how to heal your hearts from the pain of the past, from the patterns that no longer work. I feel like you are encouraged to tap into your emotions and to feel them when they appear, and to listen to them and to the message they're trying to convey to you. I feel like you have to give yourself time to fully finish the cycle, and that it's gonna be a process, and sometimes it's gonna be more emotional and sometimes it's gonna be less emotional. And so by that, what do I mean? Why am I burping? Jesus Christ. I feel like basically sometimes these emotions are gonna hit you harder, and you're gonna feel more sensitive, perhaps more vulnerable, and at other times they won't hit as hard and they will go away pretty quickly. These pent-up emotions of the hurt of the past, the triggers you have not spoken about, things of that sorts. But I feel like the universe is saying that this is the right connection for most of you, and So for some of you, this is like the connection you've been looking for, and for others it's saying this is the right connection right now, and things are working exactly, no matter what the case is, things are working exactly as they should. And they're saying go with the flow. This is the flow. Whatever this is happening right now, go with it. Like roll with it, and don't fight it. Don't go against the flow. Be like a fish. For the, if someone has Pisces placements, or you know there's a Pisces, and you'll feel this one. But yeah, I feel like you guys are gonna reach a state of harmony intrinsically and externally, and I feel like you are soon going to reap the results of the work that you're putting in, which is gonna be absolutely rapturous love and pleasure and ecstasy, loyalty towards each other, and you know a really beautiful exploration of all the ways you could show each other love. And you can do so even more and more deeply when your hearts are healed, and you can open totally towards each other. But finally, some more advice and words for you guys. We have: imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. So I feel like if you are holding on to the ugly words that have been said, to the fears that you have, that you are advised to just guide them into the light, and to focus on this new chapter and writing a new chapter in the book of your connection. Then we have: let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. So this definitely, I think it will speak more deeply for one of you, for the one that's maybe clingier than the other. And I feel like the universe is basically saying, we know that you love each other deeply, but you also have to give each other some space to breathe and to grow. Because if you're gonna be in each other's space 24/7, you're not gonna have space to grow. Like, imagine just a bunch of plants crammed together. They're not gonna grow much, right? They're not gonna extend themselves more than they can. And this is especially like so this is about forests. I'm talking about forests, but in a forest, the trees always give and grow and give each other space to reach sunlight, and yeah, so that everyone has, you know, some sunlight, because we need that to live. And I feel like this is what the card is saying: to give each other some space, to get some sunlight, to get some, you know, some to do some well-deserved growth and to thrive. And to trust that the other person is gonna be there. If you let them go, they're not gonna run anywhere. They're gonna be there, don't worry. But up next we have passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. So it might be here, or it might be coming very soon for you. This passion, this rapturous energy with sensuality, like, look at this. It is coming very, very soon. We also have secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. So one of you actually might be a little bit more reserved when it comes to expressing what you feel, what they feel towards their partner, your partner, but you get it. And I feel like this person is gonna finally let their guard down and admit how they truly feel, and tell the other person how much they truly matter to them, and that this is just gonna help bring you guys together even closer. So this is all I have for you guys today. I hope that this helped, and I hope it shed some light on what's going on and what you need to know right now. I do want to say that I do offer personal readings at the moment. If you guys are interested into booking one, I will link it down in the description. And I also have an oracle deck available for purchase if you want to check that out. It would also be linked in the description. Leave a like and a comment and subscribe to the channel if you would like more of these readings. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Thank you for being here with me, and hopefully I will see you soon. Bye!